Can I begin by offering each of you my very best wishes for the start of this brand new school year. Sadly, however, for many, the new year has begun with the sadness and loss of these devastating fires. Many of our schools have suffered the impact of the devastation and loss of the present bushfire situation. And as mentioned, our schools and parishes in the Shoalhaven and Southern Highlands have been a particular area of focus. Much work has already been done to support the families, staff members and the young people of these particular areas. And I'm very grateful to so many people in the Catholic Education Office, and particularly to the principals and staff members who've done so much already to support and to assist all of those who are suffering from this awful critical incident. We will have children returning to our schools next week who've experienced trauma that very few of us as adults can begin to understand. Some have experienced the loss of their homes, the passing of local community members, and for young people, the loss of possessions, those very special things that are so important in the lives of young people. We have much to do in the weeks and months ahead. As I mentioned, much has happened, particularly on the local front, and I am so grateful to those principals and staff who've so generously given of their time and their effort and their energies, whilst in some cases some of them were faced with the prospect of losing their own homes and belongings. A strong response from our school system's perspective is now in place to meet the quite diverse range of needs that this crisis has presented to us. A range of support materials for teachers and support staff and families and young people is on its way to you. I'm very grateful for the wonderful support given by Catholic Care. Catholic Care counsellors in significant numbers will be on the ground giving support from day one. Support to families, particularly to our children, but also to our staff and all of those in these school and parish communities who are particularly struggling at this time. I take this opportunity to remind you as staff members in our school system of the EAP support that's available to you should that be something of which you are in need. Please feel free to access that. Please feel free to ask for support or for help in whatever form that might take. You would know the answer to those requests. All we need to do is to know about that. I ask each of us collectively in our terrific school system to be supportive of each other, to be conscious of some people perhaps in your own staff room, amongst your own families, struggling at the moment, and to provide the support that you deem as appropriate. Our Bishop Brian, has been very proactive in responding to the diverse range of needs that have been presented, and I have assured Bishop Brian that our Catholic schools, as they always do, will respond very strongly in terms of our diocese and the needs across the diocese, and that we will play a very significant role in helping these families, particularly with our focus on the young people, to find a way forward, to get back into routine, to provide the support that these young people and their families and their parishes will need in the weeks and perhaps many months ahead. And so as this new school year gets underway, it's a very different beginning than most, but that's the reality with which we're faced. And so I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you in anticipation of all that I know that you will do, and the role that you will play to support all those in need at a time of such significant national crisis being played out in such a major way in our own home. I thank you very much.